These are just a few examples of some Bigfoot film footage. While many of these have actually been proven to be hoaxes, there are still a few left that remain in question. And with today's special effects and technology, how will we ever be able to tell what is fact and what is fiction? Dr. Austin, why discredit all Bigfoot sightings?
Well, it's not that I'm actually trying to discredit all Bigfoot sightings, but let me give you an everyday situation. A policeman shows up at the scene of an accident, and there are 3 eyewitnesses. Now, it's very normal, usual in fact, for the policeman to take down 3 completely different descriptions of the incident, even though they all saw the same event. Human perception, you see, is very unreliable. And most of us don't have an eye for detail or retain it. And most of these Bigfoot sightings, what happens is that you have this fliss out of the corner of your eye. And people, in grasping for an explanation, and if they're predisposed in this direction, in grasping for an explanation, fall back on the society's myths of Bigfoot, and voila, they think that they've seen a Bigfoot.
Out of curiosity, with everything that goes on, we have technology, urbanization, everything. Why has it that Sasquatch or Bigfoot never been actually proven?
Well, it's a very good question. You see, there are thousands of reported sightings, and these are just the people that come forward. There are also many sightings that I think go unreported because of the stigma of reporting something that is, well, that is mysterious in origin.
Well, the attraction to the unknown, to Loch Ness Monster, UFOs, Bigfoot, it seems that individuals who fixate on that, they're looking for something beyond themselves and beyond the rest of society.
Something bigger than themselves?
Yes, and something that allows them to be preeminent by being the first to assert and then prove that the Loch Ness Monster exists, gives one credibility.
Well, is Bigfoot research considered science?
Of course. It's part of the zoology thing. As a cryptozoology, we specialize in creatures that are, well, mythical in nature, meaning that they haven't really been proven. The idea of we follow the Yeti, the Sasquatch. There are some more advanced regions that go after Loch Ness or unicorns. Unicorns. Come on, that's not real science.
Wes, what are you doing?
I'm baiting the perimeter of the camp.
Really?
Trying to attract the Sasquatches here.
This close to camp?
Yeah, just around the perimeter. Not too close, but around the camp.
Okay.
There are a few types of bait that are popular.
Can I hold that for you?
Sure, actually, that'd be great.
Okay.
Just right there.
Right here?
Yeah, that's good.
Good, okay.
Cat uses gorilla pheromone.
Wow.
A lot of guys use animal calls and whimpers. You can use fresh meat if you believe that Sasquatch is a carnivore.
Okay. Well, then what are you doing?
What am I doing?
Uh-huh.
I'm using to use tampon here. I found that works the best.
Okay.
There we go.
So, wow. Okay. Have you been doing this very long?
This? Not too long. A couple years.
Okay. So have you actually seen a Sasquatch?
Personally? I haven't yet, but I've talked to a lot of people that have.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
So you must have then seen like footprints and things like that.
Well, no.
Really? About some hair or scat, anything like that?
No, not yet. The thing about this sort of work is that it takes patience.
This is a print that has been taken from, well, this is one of many prints that have been taken from forests around the world. Now, the size of this print and the shape are more than just consistent. These, in my opinion, are concrete proof that Sasquatch exists.
As a bilge, most of the evidence is ambiguous at best, or a hoax at worst. Now, there is a reputed sample of hair and feces, and apart from the study done by Dr. Rosen, the hair analysis, all reputable authorities have proven conclusively using DNA testing that these samples come from common animals, such as wolves or bears or such like. There is nothing conclusive to point to in this evidence. Nothing.
Gigantopithecus remains have been found. That's fact. Many of them have been discovered in China and Russia. Dr. Bourne has done extensive research in the area. See, it's extremely plausible that the North American Sasquatch originally migrated across the Bering Strait, much like many of the species of animals that exist on this continent did. Now, skeptics say that it's speculative. Well, of course it is. I mean, but what science is it?
You feel that Bigfoot could be Gigantopithecus?
Such an assertion is highly speculative, to say the least. Gigantopithecus has been extinct for over 100,000 years, and the evidence we have so far from the jawbone and the tuberous, the ulnar region, and it would suggest a great size. It would be very, very large. And given this evidence, it would be highly unlikely that it could have evolved into a biped, as Bigfoot is said to be.
Can anyone watch this tape and dismiss its existence?
You have to admit that the film footage is compelling.
I admit that it's unlike anything we've seen so far. Now, is it conclusive? No.
What sets this apart from all of the rest is that the boy on this tape has been declared dead for over 3 years. That's not a hoax. That creature on that tape took that boy's body, and I defy anybody to say that it was a bear or common woodland creature with a straight face.
That body was never found, correct?
You are correct.
The boy clearly exhibits behavior of the obsessive kind that would be necessary to create a fraudulent tape, even to the point of faking his own death. Now, I say this with absolutely no disrespect for the parents. I imagine that losing a child must be one of the most painful things a parent can endure. But I am a scientist, and I do stick to the truth, and there's just clearly no evidence in the tape that Bigfoot exists.
And that's your final opinion?
Yes, it is.